Welcome back, folks, and yo-ho to you all, me hearties! For when last we left off, we were about to go see what Bay was doing back in Bay's Sanctum, for the Dungeoneers have managed to forge a path for me to go and get Bay's autograph. I thought I was going to go get Bay's autograph. I've concluded that I don't trust you to actually do it, and that you might do something silly, like focus on the guild's objectives of getting ice cream. So instead, I decided that I would go and, get the autograph. So I don't need to focus on it at all. No, it's quite fine. You don't need to do that whatsoever. I'm sure I can get the autograph instead. Alright, fair enough. In that case, we're going to move on and, go and bring this mountain down to size. Let's go. We just got a, negative, battle scar last time, but it's not that bad of one. We just need to pay attention to the items that we get. Alright. Well, babes, looks like the Dungeoneer is here. Indeed. And now, we're going to have to, fight Sorbet. Fortunately, Sorbet is streaming right now and has Stupidity +2 cards, so that's a good thing that we should probably try and take advantage of. We could risk Fountain, but it's better actually to risk fighting this grey ooze here, so that we could go and get this rune. This could be a mistake, because we don't have that many magic damage cards. But fortunately, Mundane is not the worst thing, and Way of the Scoop is certainly going to help us out. Alright, we have a magic card right here, which is quite useful. And the amount of damage that we're being dealt by the Grey Ooze is really small. So much so that we have absolutely crushed it, which is fantastic. Alright, what do we want? We want... that's just health. That's not really that good. We'll take the health for now. There we go. One favour. If they think they're going to get their filthy hands on my special ice cream, they are wrong. Are you sure? Are you sure that you're wrong? It was at this point that the game decided that it wanted to crash, which is unfortunate. And so now we're going to see how good the save feature is. It's actually pretty good. We're back to this point right here. Unfortunately, all the cards that we have here are different compared to the ones we had before, but I'm not going to complain because we actually have the progress of our dungeon run still relatively intact, and I'll take that over, say, losing absolutely everything. We could try and take on this Frost Giant, and it's actually not a bad idea to do so, mainly because we want to get that chest full of items. Alright, hello Yak, how are you? We're going to have to see if we can take you on, and unfortunately there is one minor problem to this, and that is the fact that we, aha! I was about to say that we don't have any items with which to defeat you, but now we do. And in fact, we are halfway towards winning. We just need to deal a little bit more damage, like this item here. There we go. 2 more points of physical damage, and 2 more points of physical damage. Excellent. We need a better item than the straitjacket, and we need a better helmet. That is not a particularly great item. Unfortunately, that is just a helmet that will also confer health. Speaking of which, today's video is about my 3 favourite ice creams this season. That's not really surprising considering the fact that you, are primarily made of ice cream. Do we want to fight another Yak? I think we probably do. And I think we also probably don't want to put a Rune of Fate here so that we can link everything up. We could put a level 3 enemy here. I think we might be able to take on a Gelato Cube here. Right, carefully does it. Let's see if we can defeat yet another Yak. Alright, 1 down. 3 more points of damage to go. We could use Insight here just to get another card, get that much closer to the 2 Scoops card. That's not a bad one, we'll keep it. Well, it is a bad one compared to that Snowball card, though. I am a little worried that we're going to get absolutely obliterated by the giant, but we have to try. The worst thing that can happen is that we lose. That is a much better card. It does provide us with a little bit more stuff. That is a decent card if we didn't have Way of the Scoop already, which we do. And that one is just dreadful, so earmuffs it is. There we go. And one more rune. The first is a New Yak milk emulsion, textured with mermaid scales. I almost said New York there. The monks only produced a few barrels of this, and they sent me one. Let's have a taste. It doesn't sound very nice, but I'll take your word for it that you, for some reason, like it. Also, there is yet another rune here. Going this way, by the way, might be an absolutely dreadful idea. But hey, the worst thing that can happen is that we try. Okay, the worst thing that can happen is that we get absolutely obliterated by this gelato cube. But we will get some nice items if we succeed or fail. And we also only need to deal 2 more points of damage anyway. Oh. That's not really good because we'll die. So we need to block some of this damage and hope that we can get some curing. That might actually help us out. A lot. Yep, that's going to help us out a lot, because we're going to heal off that. That was a close one, and it's still not a great one. We're going to need to try and negate that damage using the Frozen Yoga card. Ah, that's not good. That is an unblockable attack, so unfortunately, Jana has perished. Which is a shame. It almost went through the card drawing mechanic though, the discard one, but no.
Across the land from far and wide, they come to the guild and want to fight. Sad to see them sliced and diced. Not only once, but twice and thrice.
I think it's time to send a ranger over to see what we can do instead of the ice monk, because a ranger might be able to do a little bit better. And the worst case scenario is that we try and fail. There we go. Let's try this again, shall we? Here is another grey ooze. We have a few more magic attacks this time compared to the ice cream monk. So let's see what we can do. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to block that damage. And then we can't block that one, so it's time for that flame arrow. There we go. 3 points of damage. And then we'll just block this one. There we go. And then we'll just win. Aha! Marvellous. What do we want here? That's okay-ish, that's okay-ish, that's really not good. We'll take the brass knuckles, I think. It's better than absolutely nothing. What we need to do is we need to get over to that encounter before the stream ends, because if the stream ends, we're not going to be doing very well whatsoever. We want to go that way right now, and then this way. Also, that's really bad. We may have made a terrible mistake. A really bad mistake, because you're now favouring going that way. But fortunately, we can lure you this way. Maybe? Nope. No, we actually cannot. Oh, this is really bad. I've made a terrible mistake, and that involves, linking up to the level 3 encounter. I'm not so sure we're going to be able to deal with that. But we're going to have to be very, very, quickly learning how to deal with that, because, oh dear. It's alright, Saramed. We'll manage to get through this. I actually don't think we will, but we could try. The worst thing that can happen is that we'll then have another Dungeoneer go and have another try. We could try an unblockable attack here, and that's a really good idea. Hooray! We've gained a level, and oh my, we're so doomed. I think that's a good item. That's also a really good item, but this item is a little bit better. Mainly because it provides us with some defensive cards. Alright, what can we face here? That is an item, or rather an enemy that we certainly do want to try and defeat. And we could put a route up there, and a route here, and we're basically going to have to hope that we can defeat this Frost Giant, because oh dear. Well, at least this time we might actually be able to get to the Frost Giant, and the fact that all of our attacks are quick here are really good against the Gelato Cube. That's a lot of damage, though. But we only need to deal another, 3, so... oh dear. What we want to rely on here is, that is going to have to be what we're going to use. And we're going to have to deal a lot of damage here. Like that! Haha! There we are! +1 for what we held back, and +1 for frail. Ooh, that's quite good. That's also quite good, but that's really good. +2 health and all that there. I think we want this right now. I don't know if this will be enough, but we're going to have to find out. Wow, the scales really crunch and make the flavour pop. And now we've discovered, and I can really taste the yak. Ugh. I really don't think you want to be able to taste the yak, but there we go. I think we might want to put down another frost giant, because let's be honest, if we can take on one frost giant, we can take on two. The problem is that we're going to try and take on another frost giant. Also, I'm now really starting to think that we should have used the got the item with all the magic attacks, but we have a magic attack right here. We're dealing 3, that's taking 3, we've no idea what we're going to face here, so we might as well deal as much damage as we possibly can. Well, that's not a terrible card to see. Unfortunately, it discarded that one, which is really not great. Might as well use a wooden arrow here. The Frost Giant is at a very slight disadvantage. Oh dear. I was about to say that, and, well, I did say that, and then we took a lot of damage. Ouch. Fortunately, we have this block card, but we are now on 2 health. And in fact, I think we are pretty much dead. I know ours goes first, but alas, we made a critical mistake there with putting that card.
Which animal would be a dungeoneer? A cunning fox, an agile deer, or a fearsome beast for a foe's condemning? But alas, this dungeoneer's a lemming.
I actually have no idea which clone of Jana we're currently on. There's Jana 2, and technically I think we had 2 Jana 1, so yeah, I think we're on Jana 4 now. Alright, Jana 4, you're going to go out there and see what you can find. Which involves, once again, trying not to die to that, Frost Giant. We really should be careful with that Frost Giant. We did manage to defeat it before, but we had a lot more time to do so. Alright, I think we always have a, we always have a grey ooze here. And realistically, we want to see if we can fight a mountain goat instead. Also, that's a really good card to face right at the beginning. So we'll, I really don't want a level 2 enemy here, or level 1 enemy here. Sure, having a level 1 enemy here ensures that we get a lot of loot, but we'd rather have better loot if we're going to go and take care of that Frost Giant. We could, of course, just not go and take care of the Frost Giant. That's one potential idea. Wave the scoop here to help us out. There we go. And we only need to deal... Actually, I think we pretty much just won here. There we go. It's always a little bit precarious, but still, victory was ours. And we have not very good choices at all. Well, looks like a straitjacket it is. 1 health is, after all, 1 health. We could go here and fight, say, a slushy elemental. That seems like a pretty good idea. And this way, we're going to get a lot of loot. We don't have many turns to get to where Sorbet is, but I'm pretty sure we can do so, or at least get a lot of items in preparation. I think Sorbet has quite a lot of cards, some really good ones too. And that amount of damage is rather irrelevant, Slushy Elemental, because we have won. Aha! Marvellous. What do we get? That's okay. All of these things are going to lose us that trait, so in actual fact, I really think we want to, do we want that? I really don't think we want any of this, so just give me some gold. Yeah, we definitely don't want any of that, because that is all a lot of magic damage, and we do not want to face any of this. We'll put that there, and we will... we could put that there as well. That seems like a plan. If we're going to fight this encounter, we're going to need a lot of favour. So we're just going to end the turn here. We don't want to put anything else down right now. There we go. I think we've given up trying to get rid of that, Frost Giant, though. I don't think we have enough turns to really make a good effort at trying to get there. There we go, we'll keep that. Not so bad, but we don't have any cards, really, to boost any of our ability to deal damage, or prevent taking damage, either. We are dealing 2, but they've also dealt 2 to us, and the fact that we, if successful, freezes our cards. I think at this point we want to actually stop that from happening, because that puts us in a bit of a precarious situation. We'll get rid of one of these scoop cards, and hopefully we'll get something better. Like, for instance, the ability to draw another card instead. There we go! Excellent! We'll have the 2 scoops card. Definitely. Because, I was about to say because that ensures that we live, but it actually doesn't. There we go. However, we only have 1 point of damage left to deal, and I think we've pretty much dealt it. Aha! Excellent. Okay, what do we want? That is automatically better than the other item that we have, because it actually has cards on it. There we go. Excellent. Now, we've already heard about that one, but I'm pretty sure you like it. You most certainly do like it, apparently. The one with yak in it, or yak's milk. We need to be very, very careful. We're not going to do that, because that is a silly thing to do. The reason why it is silly is because doing that pretty much ensures that we're going to get absolutely obliterated by heading straight towards Sorbet. If we're going to try anything, we're going to try and defeat this elk, which actually might be a huge mistake, because this elk probably has much better cards than we do. We've actually really not done well in getting cards. However, 1 point of damage the elk's dealt for 2 points of ours is not bad whatsoever. And I think we're going to counter that damage, because we don't want to be put down to that little health. If successful, we discard. Well, it won't be successful. How about that, Mr. Elk? I think we'll keep that. It does give us some more card draw, which is nice. If successful, we discard. Well, we're going to deal lots of damage instead, and you're going to discard that card that really didn't do that much. Alright, we don't need to deal that much more damage. In fact, we only need to deal 1 point of damage. But we need to hope that you don't deal... Oh, that is just unfortunate. Sure, we may have won, but we lost. The opposite of winning.
This is the Guild of Dungeoneering, where dungeoneers all come to die. One by one, they're disappearing. So now you should say your goodbyes. Bye-bye.
So long, Jana 4. You will be missed. You will go in the graveyard with all of the other dead Janas. And so we lost horribly there, but don't despair, for we could try another location next time. And I just have to ask, Guild Pirate, how did getting that autograph go? I don't want to talk about it, matey. Did it not go very well? You could say that. Did you triumphantly declare that you were here to go and get an autograph? I may have done so, as per the pirate code, and I was informed, as also per the pirate code, that I had to send written notification of a desire for an autograph, and that Sorbet would get back to me in due time. So, that was a failure on the autograph. It was worth a shot, after all. But I won't give up, matey. Oh no! I'll get that autograph, even if it means that I have to send a letter. You can't write, can you? Of course I can write. I write in piratey. That's not a written language that I know. Well, trust me, Sorbet will have absolutely no problem understanding my fluent piratey dialect. I question that. You can question all you want, matey, but the pieces of 8 and swashbuckling and adventuring I've done say otherwise. That has absolutely no precedence on your ability to write a letter, you know. I think you'll find that it does. Prove it. Don't try and point over my shoulder and say that there's an ice pirate. It didn't work last time, and it won't work this time. Yar. I'll just go to writing that letter, then. I think you should. And when we come back, folks, we may, try the other location, because why not? We could go down Sprinkle Canyon to reach the Misty Mountain of the Snowmen. Do we really want to go there? Who knows? But I did see a very ominously named, level there that I hope is not what I think it is. It's probably what I think it is. So I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.